Stories now, and the Lapsset Authority today did sign a memorandum of understanding with the National Lands Commission in a bid to grow the number of land that will be put for compensation as the project is delivered. Well, the signing ceremony took place earlier today, and here's more on that.
We hope this will herald a new era in our cooperation. Like the winners, we do this certificate of cooperation.
The agricultural value chain along the corridor that is going to interest agro-processing among many others. And we also look at the growth of northern Kenya, which is more than double the size of the current space, economic space. That's also going to drive business at the port.
The signing of a memorandum of understanding between the National Land Commission and Lapsset Corridor Development Authority, on the basis that Lapsset Corridor Development Authority has the mandate to do what you have seen. And National Land Commission has a mandate to deliver the land that will be required for these services, as explained by the CEO, MD. So, in order for us to ensure that the plans that are in store for Lapsset Corridor are done properly, we have to come to an understanding, a working relation with the National Land Commission.
Well, moving on from that, the Communications Authority of Kenya has today fined 3 of the mobile telecom companies worth close to 311 million shillings following the quality of service failure to meet the stipulated timelines. Well, Safaricom offered the poorest services among the mobile phone service providers according to the latest quality of service report, and Safaricom scored 62.5%, while Airtel Kenya and Telkom Kenya tied at 75%. Service providers should score a minimum of 80%. Well, this is one of the other stories we are continuing to follow for you on the telecommunications sector. Well, let's go further afield now, and President Uhuru Kenyatta held talks with his counterpart from South Africa, Jacob Zuma, as the two heads of state seek to bolster ties between the two countries. President Uhuru Kenyatta exuded confidence that Kenya will be getting a great deal by partnering with South Africa in the mining sector. Over and above that, President Uhuru Kenyatta is scheduled to meet with the ANC Vice President, that is Cyril Ramaphosa, to try and address issues that touch on governance within the continent.
You are aware that whilst in Kenya, the party led by the president won elections with everybody as saying this was free and fair, but the court produced a finding that was not in keeping with everybody else in looking at the elections. As we talked about that as well, because there are things that we believe need to be done right in the continent, particularly the respect of our democracy that we have all accepted and how we run our democracies.
So we have talked about deepening the partnership between our two countries. It is already a very good and strong one, but we want to take it further and to the next stage. We have also had the opportunity to discuss regional issues that are of mutual interest, matters to do with peace and security. I've had the opportunity to brief him on South Sudan.
Well, of course, that's one of the big stories we're keeping an eye on here back home in the country. Well, Naivas Supermarket has intensified its grip on the CBD with the opening of a new branch at Development House along Moi Avenue. The 44th branch comes just several weeks after the supermarket retail chain opened their outlet at the junction of Kenyatta Avenue and Moi Avenue. While the retail chain moved into the Development House premises after the exit of previous tenant Nakumatt supermarkets, Naivas is now looking to benefit from the Moi Avenue Development House, where foot traffic has been increasing, and this is seen to cater for the growing demands of consumers on the go. Despite the uneasy climate of the Kenyan retail industry,
more effectively than how we have been able to. We only had one store in Ronangala, and now we are happy to actually announce that now we have already opened a new store, and indeed grateful that we're going to make key strides in ensuring that all that works well. Over and above that, we shall actually also be opening new openings, at least 4 more stores before the end of the financial year. And we are indeed grateful for suppliers, staff, and customers for the continued support to ensure that we continue growing and growing.
Well, and to some aviation news now, and Kenya Airways has exuded confidence that the new flights from Nairobi to New York will be a game changer for the airline, even as it looks to bolster its profitability. The company's CEO underscored the fact that Kenya Airways has been looking to venture in new routes in a bid to attract new markets.
After years of demands for security and infrastructure upgrades at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Kenya finally got the nod for KQ to make direct flights to the United States. And now the inaugural flight to New York is gearing up for takeoff in October this year. A report by the Kenya Tourism Board revealed that last year, 82,363 American tourists visited Kenya between January and October.
Is going to encourage businesses, investors, new investors into Africa. So Kenya will be the gateway for sub-Saharan Africa.
The USA direct flight is now the latest addition to KQ's long-haul routes to Mumbai, Dubai, Hong Kong, Amsterdam, and London. Penned as the turnaround CEO set to pull KQ out of its financial woes, Mikosh says that in addition, the route will boost trade and employment.
Direct and indirect employment opportunities will be created. Ourselves as Kenya Airways, we're going to create jobs just because we need to increase the number of people that we put into operations for such a flight.
Kenya is exporting, for example, horticultural products, to the US. These ones have been going through Europe. And so the quality of those products sometimes have been negatively impacted. And so the fact that now this AGOA program will be supported by these direct flights, I can tell you for sure that the quality, the value realized by business people will be enhanced.
Due to the fact that the flight is almost 15 hours long, there will be an additional number of crew on board. Breakfast in Nairobi and dinner in New York. Kenya Airways' ultra-long-haul flights will not only benefit the company, but will also have an added advantage to the Kenyan economy, creating more jobs and also fostering trade between Kenya and the US. Tendiwe Yego for KTN News.
Well, interesting times for the aviation sector indeed. And of course, monitoring that particular stock, that is the Kenya Airways stock. Well, we want to take a quick commercial break, but when we come after the break, we'll be speaking to Ken Gishinga just to take stock of what's been transpiring throughout the week, and of course getting more insights from him on some of the key issues shaping headlines.